What if the burden you hate the most is the very thing that can make you stronger? This is not just a story, it's a transformation, a reminder that we grow through what we try to escape. The stone nobody wanted. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful girl who dreamed of a life without burdens. But she was born into a world where everyone had stones they needed to carry with them. She had her own stone too. These stones grew along with people and became heavier and heavier, so nobody really wanted to carry their stones. And at any convenient opportunity, they would pass and give their stones to someone else. The beautiful girl wanted to do the same. However, she had no one to give hers to. Moreover, she was already carrying the heavy stones of her mother and father, who had given them to her once and had no desire to take them back. Years passed, her stone grew, and her parents' stones became heavier too. "This isn't mine," she thought. "I don't want to carry them." Gathering her courage, she gave the heavy stones back to her parents. But she didn't feel any lighter. It turned out the heaviest stone was her own. And so she decided to find someone she could give her stone to. Only then would she be able to live a free and light life, she thought. One day, she heard that there was a place where you could leave your stone, and that many people around her had done just that. She was delighted and went to this place. What she saw shocked her. Before her stood an enormous high mountain made of abundant stones. "So many people have left their stones here and freed themselves," she thought. At the same time, she felt anxiety and sadness. The stones lay blackened and moldy. The mountain itself looked sorrowful. She wanted to leave quickly. She threw her stone at the foot of the mountain and ran away. The next day, she woke up anticipating her light life and freedom. However, she discovered a feeling of emptiness and loss inside herself. "What's happening?" she thought. "I got rid of my horrible stone. I'm free now and can do whatever I want much more easily." Days and months passed, but the beautiful girl didn't feel any lighter. On the contrary, she became apathetic, felt a loss of her strength and inner desires. She decided to go to that mountain and look at her stone, but when she approached, she was surprised to see that the mountain had grown even higher, and there were even more abundant stones. Then she realized that her stone was somewhere under the pile of stones, and she would never find it. She became very sad and ran away. Suddenly, she realized she had ended up in an unfamiliar place. There she saw pleasant-looking people who had large glowing stones hanging on their backs. But they walked lightly, cheerfully, with happy faces. She stopped one pleasant woman and asked, "How do you carry such a heavy big stone on your back? And yet it seems so easy for you." To which the woman replied, "What? A stone? This isn't a stone. This is my responsibility. It was heavy for me at first. I even wanted to get rid of it. But now it's my main treasure that helps me, fills me, and guides me through life on my path. And the bigger and more beautiful it becomes, the lighter, stronger, and freer I feel," she said. "And where is your responsibility?" she asked. "I left on that mountain," said the beautiful girl, and cried bitterly, realizing what a mistake she had made. "Don't cry. You can get it back if you truly want to. Your responsibility, which was like a heavy stone to you, still remains yours, even if you rejected it. You are also responsible for accepting it again, she said with a smile. From these words, hope lifted up in the beautiful girl. Thanking her, she ran to the mountain. Out of breath from running fast, she sat at the foot of the mountain and said, I take responsibility for my action, for my mistake. I also take responsibility to correct it. I want to be responsible for my life. And immediately her stone appeared in her hand. For the first time, she began to examine it with interest, and the stone responded by beginning to glow with a soft, warm light. From that day on, she changed her attitude toward her stone. She began to value it as part of herself. She also carried it with her and felt herself becoming stronger. The stone grew in size, and the bigger it became, the stronger and more beautiful she grew. Years passed, and suddenly she realized that her stone had grown so much that she was standing on a high mountain at the very peak. She looked down from the height and felt beneath her feet her strong foundation, which she had created herself.